What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Gwaponolimits channel. If you're here for the first time, go ahead and hit that notification bell, subscribe. Really appreciate it. Today we're going to do the ZR1 spoiler install. Things you'll need for this install. You're going to need a drill. You're going to need, you can use your socket wrench, or I'm using this. You're going to need a 10 mil, a 7 mil. You're going to need an extension for that 10 mil, some Loctite. I got a Pro Tool set, measuring tape, need a chisel. You're gonna need something to make your cuts when you gotta cut into your bumper. I'm using the Dremel 3000. You're gonna need a rivet tool. You'll also need some JB Weld or some type of bond if you wanna bond your winglets to the spoiler itself, or you can use the double-sided tape that comes with the kit. You need a flathead, some protective gear. You're gonna need a Torx T15. Power tool. I'm using some tape. You're also gonna need a 10, one of these, size 10, size 5.32, and a 3/16. This is everything that comes with your kit. Majority of everything is labeled left and right. You just look at the back of it. If it's not labeled, that means it's pretty much universal. With the winglets, I'm actually gonna use JB Weld to put them on, to mold them on. You don't have to, but I've heard that the 3M usually wear off and then your winglet might fall off. So that's up to you. All right, so this is the wing. You got your stabilizer. This is what covers the stabilizer, 3M tape. So make sure you have the alcohol to clean. These are pretty easy to put in. You can't really mess them up. It's only one way to go in. See, like right now, see, it's not all the way in. You keep sliding, and then go into the groove, and then so forth. Same thing, like that, and then the other side. So right now, I'm gonna put some JB Weld around here and put them in and let them sit, and I'll cut this back on. All right, so now my stabilizer's in here good. Use the JB Weld. Now we're just gonna place the covers. Put them the same way. Just pretty much slide right in. Middle, and then so forth. Now you wanna clean the surface with alcohol. Grab your stabilizer covers and just peel and stick your stabilizers on. I recommend heating up first with a heat gun or something. It'll just help with the adhesive, make it more sticky. Now I'm going to use the JB Weld to mold or bond my winglets to the spoiler, and I'm going to use the tape to keep them in place. Now you're going to remove the 12 7mm bolts at the bottom of the valance. Mine are already removed from the previous installation video of me installing my rear diffusers. If you're interested in watching that video, link will be in the description. Remove the two 10mm bolts behind your exhaust tips, and also the one T15 behind your taillight trim. It's going to be a bunch of T15s when you remove this right here, so we're going to do this right now. Alright, so get your Pro Tool. Behind that, it's little clips. Alright, so got this off now to expose all the T15s. We want to go ahead and remove this. Because you got to get behind here. So unscrew this. Pull it. All right, next up, I'm gonna remove these 10 T15s up here. All right, once you get that done, you want to go ahead and pry this bezel off like this. right up there. Now, all that's done, you got these two on the side. So again, just take your pry tool, just wedge it. Look, that's easy anyway. So I want to say it's just little clip things. Just pull it out. Yep. We have two. Hope you can see those. Two more T15s, and then you should better take your bump off. All right, so this part right here, this shit sucked because I feel like I was about to break this shit. But once, like I said, once you have all this stuff out, you can be able to just pull it. So I pulled one side out. So this side's already out. So basically what I did, put one hand up here, the other hand right here, and just yank that shit. Yank, yank, yank. All right, so now got this off. Now you want to start unhooking all your stuff. Pretty self-explanatory what you should unhook. Just unhook the shit that to keep it, that's got it, keeping it attached to the car itself. It's one thing I do need to show you. It's I want to say is this. So you want to pry this off, and you want to slide it out. This right here is keeping it from sliding. I use this to pry it off, and now you can just slide it, and now it's free. With the tabs, how to take these off, you just push the red tabs down and push. You see where the middle of the tab is? You want to push down that on the black part hard, and then you should be able to pop all of them off. All right, with this one, if you look inside here, pull the tab, you're going to push down right here where my thumb is. All right, so now you got that done, you want to go ahead and remove right here. It's a 10. So 10s also. Loosen these two bolts right here, which are 10. So, I actually might have to take it all the way off. Shit! Cause I'm gonna have to drill down here also, cause I gotta rivet the brackets. So, let me go to remove this and cut this back on. All right, so now take your brackets. Like this, they labeled 1R, so right side, 1L left. Trying to get it in here. Everything to line up. Oh wow. Mine's actually lined up. Let's see. All three holes line up. Wow, believe it or not, I don't think I have a chisel or anything. God, it's good. All my holes line up. Wow. So on this part, if your brackets don't line up with your hose, you just take your chisel and you chisel off all that old epoxy and everything back there built up that GM uses for their to mount all their brackets and stuff like that. It's pretty simple. Just you can take a Dremel or you can take the chisel and just chisel it out until your brackets fit even. Once your brackets line up, use these 5 bolts that come with your kit with the washers. All you need is a little bit on the bolt and then tighten it down. Next, you want to drill out these rivets. The rivet we drilled out, you're going to use these long bolts But you can do that after you put the bracket in. So grab one of these. They labeled. All right, so grab one. You need 2 of these. You're gonna use Loctite for these too, if you want to. And how it goes, it's like this. So the 2 bolts go in these 2 right here. Use Loctite, and you can see just lined up the hole right there. These are also a 3/16. All right, so once you're here, you want to make sure this is flush. It's flat right here. Should be kind of smooth. To tighten down the longer bolt, you're going to need a 3/16, and you're also going to need a size 10 to hold the nut while you tighten up the bolt. Just reach inside the car and where we took the trim off, you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so now you're going to take those same ones you had, 3/16. I believe it's 4 of them. And put this on. Line them up like so. And you should be able to put holes in. That's how you would know it's straight too. You should see all the holes. Everything should line up. So I'm all good. I'm gonna put those in and I'll cut this back on. All right, now that you got this in, it's actually dripping. All right, now you got this in. I'm gonna grab this with the number 2 facing you, and you're gonna board it right here. So slide in right here. Use those same type of 3/16. Put those here. And right after you do that, you wanna grab these little things, and it's gonna go just like this on top of that bracket that you just did. Use the same thing, the 3/16. So it's gonna sit just like this. And use Loctite. Alright, so once you got all this stuff on, I'm gonna go ahead and relocate this. I'm just gonna use 1 bolt and put it back right there. Then with these right here, you're supposed to drill a hole through it, and then use the rivets, or you can put a bolt right there if you want to. Just put something right here to tighten these up. You're going to put this back on. You're probably going to have to cut it a little bit so it can make it between this, because it's not going to go directly over this. So these right here, same thing. It's going to go up here facing you. Use Loctite for the bolts right here, all 4. Both sides. Alright, now it's time to remove your tail lights. So unplug them, same way you've been unplugging everything else. And remove 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just remove them completely. It's a size 7 to remove your tail lights. Once the tail light's removed, you want to remove this right here. You got 2, 3, all the way down. Alright, so now we got to remove the 3rd brake light. You want to unhook it the same way you've been doing everything else. And these are not 10 millimeters, they're 7 millimeters. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 over there. Now clean this area up for the new spoiler. Alright, almost there. Just gotta do another wipe through. I found it's easier. Just use your finger and just rub this old shit off. Alright, now that you done cleaned your stuff off, you got these right here. You're not gonna tighten them all the way down, but you want to use them to mount the new one up there, and just so you can mark your cuts where they're supposed to be cut at. Now take your marker or whatever you're using to mark your lines with, and go ahead and mark inside the holes. I drilled 2 holes in the line to help guide my Dremel. Also, make sure you cut the bottom where your old third brake light was too, because the bracket got to be able to fit all the way through. All right, now that you did your holes, you go ahead and put this back on. All right. So now, reverse the order. I'm drained. I know for a fact I done lost about 10 pounds in this garage. But yeah, go ahead and reverse the order. Put your tail lights back in. Mount your bumper back. Go ahead and start plugging everything back in, and then once I do that, I'll walk out through this, putting the rest of the stuff on. Remember to slide that back on and add the red thing. Make sure your tail lights work again and your new third brake light works. Alright, so now get these. Put one in here so you can hold it on top, and then use it to screw in the 3 in the middle. Alright, now that you got those on, you're gonna put those the last 8 bolts inside here on the 4. I want to say, I believe the left means right and the right means left on this one. So go ahead and do that. Alright, so probably should do this before when I first did everything, but I didn't want to mess up my winglets. So put these brackets on right here. It's going to be a size 532. It's going to be a total of 6. Alright, last step. You got these right here. It's going to be 2 separate. I'm about to drop it. You got to hold, you're going to need 2 5/16 size Allen keys. And basically you're going to have to hold one side so the other side don't spin, and then just tighten them up. You can choose between 2 levels of downforce. You can have it flush for people who don't track, or you can have it a little like upwards or whatever for the more downforce for people who do track the vehicle. But yeah, it was a process. If you're still here, appreciate you watching the video, sticking around. I know it's pretty long and tedious. I'm not a professional. I'm just a car enthusiast like everybody else. Just love doing my own modifications. It's a lot cheaper that way. But yeah, if the video helped you out, like, share, comment. If you got any questions, I'll respond to everybody. But yeah, subscribe. Until next time. Oh yeah, I got my glass skins louver coming too. I'm gonna pinstripe it. Got that install coming, pretty straightforward install. But yeah, again, hope this video helps somebody out. Remember to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time.